Coming up today, I am going to give you my honest, real-world review on this EGWO 3000 amp jump starter / air compressor. Coming up on Tool Time with Timmy. Alright guys and girls, it took me a while to do this video because they sent us this about about almost a month ago. But we had to do our test on this before we was able to bring it to you and give you my honest opinion on it. Alright, now first of all, EGWO. We had to do a couple of takes on this because it's almost sound like egg roll. EGWO. So I gotta give me the pronunciation of the name. I'm not sure. But y'all didn't get it for the name, you got it to in emergency cases. Alright, first of all, I have to say, now, I have never been impressed by the packaging an item came in. And we was actually thinking of scraping off their name and reusing this bag. This little carry bag is cool. I can't believe I'm sitting here and actually doing a review on a bag, but I mean, wow, man. I mean, let me bring this over to you a little bit. I mean, it's a nice case. It has a little pouch in the front. Turn it around. It has a pouch right there, zipper, and another one right there. I mean, this thing is cool. And you say, what do you need all that for? You know, my advice to you is get some latex or vinyl gloves to put in there so your hands don't get dirty when you change it up, or other things like that. All right, now let's check out what you get in the bag. We're gonna get all that in a minute. The first thing you're gonna get is the unit itself. I guess nothing I can really say about the unit. It's a unit. It's got two lights in the front. We're going to check out the lighting, how good that works as well. Let's set that sound. Then you're going to get the operator's manual that'll tell you what to do. Now here's a little thing here that I need the company to address. On the front of the unit, what does it say?
Do not jump start motors if charged 25% or less.
Okay, 25% or less. But in the manual, it says 50% or less. So, you know, which one does the customer go by? I'm not sure. All right, next of all, now this is another thing that impressed me. Usually when we do reviews on jumpers and all, they give you a ribbon-like cable. I'm not putting it down, but it's a USB, and then you gotta have the USB plug to go into the wall. This one comes at a whole cable with the plug already attached. I definitely like that. The next thing you're gonna do, the next thing I'm gonna give you is a little package with a wire brush. Like, what do you need a wire brush for? When you jump in a car, it might have corrosion on the battery terminals, so you use the wire brush to clean off. And it has some adapters to go in for the airline. That's cool. Next thing it has is, that's a charger. And this is another charger that will plug up into your cigarette lighter. So you might want to use that. Well, now some of you might be saying, well, if my battery is dead, how am I supposed to use this charger? Well, you use this to charge it up when your battery is not dead, when you're just driving along. That comes in cool. All right, now the next thing is you're going to have a hose. This hose is very durable. This is to put air in your tires. We're going to do a test on a tire to see how long it takes to inflate a tire from 0 psi. We got that. The next thing you got, now this is another thing I need the company to address. Now what you got to do is to get this is a 12-month warranty, but what you got to do is make sure when you purchase it, go up on their website, and actually here's their website right there, EGWO. .com. Go for it, and you want to register your product to get a 12-month. Now you're going to get this card too in the bag, in the bag, and this is for an 18 months extended warranty. Now you got to activate that within 10 days of you registering. Now my question is, I'm not sure if this is going to be 6 months on top of the 12 months, or it makes it 18, or is this an additional 18 months? And I believe it's like an additional 18 months on top of your 12. I'm gonna go with that, but contact the company to make sure which one it is. Next thing it is, now, Oh my God. The next thing you hear, they're going to actually give you a chocolate moon pie. You got to check that out, man. No other company going to give you a good piece of chocolate cake to go with it. No, I'm just kidding. This is just a joke. Don't matter. You don't get that. So don't look for it. All right. So let's start our review on this. First of all, we have our lights. Now, first of all, you want to cut the unit on. This button right here is for the air compressor, so you don't need to cut that on. So you want to go to the front of the unit. You're going to have a button right there. That's all you have to do is hit that button once, and the unit comes on. It'll tell you your power level, which is 100%. Definitely make sure you charge the unit up before you use it. All right, and then up here, going to display the PSI of what it's set at. Right now, it's set at 0. Now, this is another thing what I like about this unit. There's a lot of units we tested that one unit that if the battery is below a certain voltage, it won't even jump the vehicle. Then we checked other units where you have to hold down a button for 5 seconds before it activates and charges. That's if the battery voltage is below a certain volt. But this one, it will stay on for 3 minutes and it's already charging. You don't have to do nothing at all. We're going to put that to a test as well. All right, now to cut on your light's going to have 3 options here. First of all, you take your power button and you're going to hold it in. Your light's going to come on. Tap it again. It's going to flash SOS for help, which is cool if you're in the middle of the night and you're stuck on the side of the road on a highway or something. Then, if you're at a disco, I guess this can help out in case the power go out. And
or you're trying to give somebody a seizure.
or somebody trying to rob you, you flick it on and they give them a seizure and they will stop instantly. Hit it again and shut it off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to shut off all the lights in here, close the doors, and we're going to check out the lighting feature up against a wall. Alright? We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got left one light on. Now again, what I'm going to do is go over here, hold this in. It's going to cut the light on. Now what I'm going to do is flash it up against this wall right here. Alright, so let's cut the light off. And that's pretty good. I mean, you're stuck in the middle of the night. This will shine. This is it meant to shine inside under your hood, so you can see the engine and all. You can see the battery where to jump it at, or shine the tire where you're inflating the tire. Let's hit it one time. Flashing the SOS. You can use that for oncoming traffic. And then, just like I said, you got the strobe. Alright, so let's cut this off and we'll move on to the next step. Be right back. Alright guys, I did forget to mention, here's your jumper cables that comes in the bag. We didn't have this in the bag at the time, so I forgot to tell you about it. But we're about to use this right now. And I like this, man. This is it takes a little strength to squeeze these together, and that's good. That means it's going to hold on to the terminals really good. All right, let's go over here.
And also, if pull them, they make them a different length, so they don't
touch them. So that's why it looks like that. All right, so let's go over to our test vehicle, and we'll be right back. All right, before we begin, now we got a 91 Ford Mustang here, and we took the battery out. I do not believe in testing a jumper with the battery in it. I don't care how dead it is. I need to know how good this thing can really start up a vehicle. Now, according to the website, according to Amazon, this can jump up to a 9.0 gasoline, or check this out, an 8.5 diesel. So this thing can really do a good job on the vehicle. Now, in the manual it says not meant for heavy trucks. Now, when they say heavy trucks, now use large trucks. They're talking about like semis or something. 'Cause a lot of them semis has like 4 to 8 batteries in them. It's not meant for that. So don't get that out of your head. Now, pay attention to how this is done. You definitely need this instructions because you don't want to short out anything. Now, you want to take, the first thing you want to do, take your positive. Now, if your battery is in here, this will be the positive. Connect it, grab it just like that. Now, I'm going to start this car without a battery at all. Take your negative, hook it onto the negative. Hook those two up first. Now, they will be away from each other. Then, get your unit. The unit's off right now. Cut your unit on. Then on the side of the unit, you're going to have this little flap right here, that starter port. Pick that starter port up, that flap up, and plug that into the head. Now you can only plug it in one way. You notice the top terminal has a little flat side on the top, so you can only plug it in one way. So let's get this plugged in, just like that. Set it down, and I'm going to go inside. Remember, no battery. Check that out. This, without a battery, it started this vehicle up with no problem. An 8-cylinder, a 5.0. So if your battery is weak, you are guaranteed that this is going to start your vehicle. Now, to disconnect this, you want to make sure, to avoid touching these terminals together, unplug it from the machine first. Close up your little flap. And then disconnect the cables. Works perfect. Now, the next feature we're going to check out is the tire inflator. We're going to take the air out of a tire completely. Then we're going to see how long it takes to bring it back up to its rated PSI. All right, we'll be right back. All right, the next thing we're going to do is test out the tire inflator feature of this jump starter built-in air compressor. Now, as you can see, we got a tire right here that's completely flat. And we're going to see how long it takes to bring this up to 35 PSI. All right, so what you want to do is take your unit, turn your unit around. You're going to have your air line here. Unhook it, bring it out to the side right there. Turn it back around. Now, there's two ways of hooking up to your tire valve. You can use this end right here, which it's got threads inside that as you screw this onto the tire valve, that little piece in there will push the center part in and allow for air to go in. So you can just put it on and just turn that. I'm going to make sure I'm out of your way. You can just turn that on just like that. Now, if you don't want to use that, you want something quicker, you get that hose that came in the bag, your nifty bag, and this is an extender. Now, this is different right here. Now, what you can do is take this, you hook this on to here. Now, this end right here, this is nice, a little quick. That's all you have to do. Now, you have a little lever right here. So what you're going to do is push this on to the tire valve, and then you're going to bring that lever down, and that's going to lock it into place. So you can use either one. But what we're going to do is take that off, and we're going to hook up the regular one. Screw that on. You ain't got to go, don't get no tools or pliers or anything, or you'll damage something. Just screw it on by hand. We're going to set that up right there. And now, what you're going to do is cut your unit on. Okay, you got a good look at that? Mm-hmm. All right, now right now the unit is set at PSI. If you take the middle button and hit it, it goes to bar. KPA. Damn, KG, this thing goes a lot. We're going to be doing PSI. Now what you're going to do is you got your negative. You can bring it down, or your positive, which brings that PSI set up, which means this unit is going to cut off when it reaches a certain PSI. So we're going to set it at 35 PSI. We're going to click the button on, and we're going to see how long it takes. All right. That is cool, man. I am very impressed with that. That was pretty quick. So, now...
4 minutes.
Huh?
It was about 4 minutes.
It's about 4 minutes. I'm going to put a timer up there in the video. Okay, now, this unit, because it has that compressor in there, the unit does get hot when you use that. So, yes, it's kind of warm. So, you want to make sure you handle it carefully. So, I'm going to set it down. And over here, it's hot as well. As a matter of fact, they got you. Do not touch the metal. This stuff gets hot because of that compressed air. So, now when you're doing this, use some gloves or something. That's what good, those extra pouches come in the bag. Have you some gloves in there. So we got that. Turn it over. Let's put that back in its place. Again, guys, this thing is hot. I mean, I'm handling it right now, but it is hot. Let's put this back into place. And then when I meet you back at the shop to give you my final thoughts. Alright? We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I am very impressed with this unit. Mainly because for such a small size, this thing packs a lot of power. Definitely better than a lot of them out on the market that we have tried before. So definitely, if you consider getting one, and you should, check out the links in the description below where to get it. Definitely register to get it. Register your account with them and get that added 18-month extended warranty. I mean, that's a lot of time. I mean, and it's going to go so around because how often are you really going to need it? But just in case, you definitely get that. All right, so what do I rate this? We got that rating system of an A to a D. I definitely give this, and I got to go up a new rating now. I will definitely give this unit an A+. Definitely. It gets a yeah, buddy. All right, there's my review. Have any comments or questions, put them in the comment section below, or you can email me direct to tim@astralautorepairs.com. I want to thank JF EGWO. Also, you gotta tell me how to pronounce the name, because it just sounds like egg roll. I can't help it. So I mean, if I'm stuck on the side of the road, I tell my wife, pull out the egg rolls. Like, what the heck? We didn't go to Chinese restaurant. That's what you want. Well, anyway, you gotta tell me the name. All right, take care.